Okay, I have a Craftsman lawnmower here, Briggs powered, and I was told it does not start. So the first thing I usually do is take and pull the bail back, pull the spark plug out, and see if it has spark. So what I do is I put a wire around the spark plug there, then stick it in the spark plug hole and then pull it over and see if there's a spark that jumps on there. To test for spark there, you want to have a known good spark plug, and I have a wire wrapped around the outside of it and grounded out to the head of the engine there, and I'm going to pull it over and show that there is no spark there. To purchase the right coil for this lawnmower, you're going to need the model number and serial number. It is on this little metal tab here, and you can go to Briggs and Stratton's website and find the part number for that. Okay, on this model here, there's two screws that stop cover come off. There's a bolt with a collar on that holds the fuel tank on down here, and then there's three bolts that'll take the fuel tank off, and then there's two bolts here and then two on the back and the oil dipstick, and then you can take off your recoil housing. All those bolts taken out, you can just pull that out. Okay, we'll go ahead and unplug our wire here that grounds out the coil, and we'll go ahead, put our spark plug in there and see if we get a spark there. Make sure that this wire here isn't our problem. Okay, I purchased a new coil here. There happens to be a cylinder side and it's marked, and then it says this side out, and there's our little tab that will connect our thing to short it out. We'll go ahead and connect that there, remove our old coil. Next, you're going to want to take a little piece of a cereal box or a couple business cards, put it up there, and this will establish our air gap. So we'll go ahead and put our new coil on there. We'll just snug these two screws down. Then we'll rotate our flywheel around till our magnets are in front of the coil, and that'll suck it tight, and then we'll tighten these up. Just rotate that out. Now we're ready to put it back together. We'll go ahead and put our spark plug in. Next, we'll have our spark plug wire go down there. We'll go and put our recoil housing on and put our 4 bolts in there, the 2 here and then 2 in the back. We'll put our oil dipstick in there and put one of our little screws in there and tighten that down. Next, we'll take our fuel tank here we'll attach your fuel line if you disconnected that, and we'll put our 3 screws for that in there. Okay, now on the side of our fuel tank we have that spacer and that bolt. Hopefully my hand won't be in the way too much. Slide that spacer in there and place our bolt in there. Tighten that up. Last, we'll put our little cover on there and put our two screws in there, and we're all done.